The economics of Tesla megapacks, they are staggering. It appears that long-term Tesla has a clear path to at least 10x its current profits just with energy storage alone. We'll dive through some of the numbers and we will go through the history of the megapack as well. The technology has proven itself at the Hornsdale Power Reserve in Australia, where it was able to generate enough earnings to pay for itself during its first 2.5 years of operation, while simultaneously delivering lower prices to consumers. This success story, among many others, has contributed to the nearly 2-year-long waitlist for megapack orders today. I know many of you would not want to trust a Reddit thread, so we want to double check the facts. Is this really true? Did it actually happen? Here is the linked article in that post, and it says the windfall returns from the latest half means that the Hornsdale battery has delivered total earnings of 88 million Australian dollars for a battery that costs a little over 90 million. It's also important to remember that the Hornsdale battery has delivered savings to consumers already estimated at more than 150 million and played key roles in keeping the lights on in a number of major network events. Now, that is a little bit harder to measure because you're losing a lot of economic activity when you simply don't have power. So no wonder why everyone wants the megapacks and why there's a wait list of 2 years now. Here's how a megapack looks like, and there are two options. They both have the same amount of storage basically, but the difference is you can use up that energy in either 2 hours, meaning you get more power during the time that you're using it, or you can use up that energy within 4 hours with this option. And a 4-hour megapack costs 2.139 million, and a 2-hour one is over 2.5 million. This is all in United States dollars. Tesla also offers power walls, which is a residential solution for homeowners, especially if you have solar panels. It's 13.5 kilowatt hours, which is a little bit less than half of how much energy a typical American household uses in a whole day. But the point of that is to have solar panels. So during the day, you're actually using power from a solar panels, and you basically charge your energy storage, which is going to be enough for you to get through the night. And then the next day comes, and then again, you use solar power again. So you don't really need to store a whole day's worth of energy. Then we had the power pack, which was removed after the introduction of a mega pack. It was about 15 times bigger in terms of energy storage compared to the power wall. The mega pack has 60% better energy density than the power pack. In 2019, Tesla finally introduced the first version of its mega pack, which had 3 megawatt hours, which is 15 times bigger than the power pack, or 36.5 times bigger than a battery pack of a long range all-wheel drive Model Y. And if you ordered 10 or more, it cost $1 million per 1 unit. In March of 2022, so last year, the wait list was getting bigger and bigger, and Tesla increased the starting price now to 1.5 million. And also, Tesla basically removed all of the discounts for bulk orders. So if you are ordering in bulk, the price went up by about 50%. Of course, there's some inflation, but not 50%. I mean, we are always talking about plummeting costs for batteries long term. So yeah, 50% increase in the price, that's quite something. Here's a chart of how much battery costs went down over time. and it keeps decreasing. There's no 2021 here. From this website, I found that it was $101. So the price of these megapacks should be decreasing, not increasing. And then last year in September, Tesla updated the megapack for the third time. The energy storage increased by about 30%, a little bit less than that, but the pricing went up by a lot more than 30%. 2.4 million from 1.5-ish. Unless you order in bulk, then it's about 30% roughly. And today, Tesla is in a process of ramping a Lathrop factory that is going to produce only megapacks. This is enough capacity to build about 10,000 of these megapacks per year. Also, this factory went from groundbreaking to megapack production in just 1 year. And this is in California. You're talking about California. Elon said that if they built the next factory in the US, if they chose California instead of Texas, they might still be stuck with permits. So that is, of course, good because it suggests that we can build many of these factories quickly. Now, this is where the numbers are starting to get a little bit nutty. So remember this, 40 gigawatt hours worth of production is possible in this one factory, and Tesla, we know, is aiming to sell 20 million electric vehicles per year, and Tesla is aiming to deploy 1,500 gigawatt hours of energy storage as well. So if Tesla didn't make its factories bigger, it would need to build 37 more of these factories. So let's just do some math just for fun. I'm not making any predictions here, nothing specific, but we know Tesla is selling these megapacks for $2 million each, and one factory like Lathrop can make 10,000 of these. And then if Tesla needs to achieve its goal of 1,500 gigawatt hours, that means we need 37 more of these factories, or 37 and a half to be precise. So we will multiply this number by 37 and a half, and we get this crazy revenue number. $750 billion if Tesla achieves that goal, which would be 10 times more revenue than the trailing 12 months. That's a lot. If we just take 10% profit margin on that, that would be 7 times more than the current net income of the last 12 months. So that was a fun thought exercise. Keep in mind, I don't think all of that energy storage would go towards megapacks. It would be a lot of power walls as well. So it wouldn't be exactly like that, but that's just something fun to think about. And then the big question is also, is Tesla really going to achieve that scale? So let's keep diving deeper here. In Q1 of 2021 earnings call, Elon said, we're already at margins with the Powerwall, but some additional work is needed for the Megapack to achieve good margins. But on the same call, Elon also said that we are basically aiming for very similar profit margins in storage that we have in vehicles. So that 10% margin that I mentioned earlier, that is probably very, very, very conservative. And then this Reddit user is saying, this to me suggests that at the time, Megapack may have even had negative margins, which were being offset by profits from Powerwall. The question is then, how did Tesla plan on going from negative low margins at 3 gigawatt hours of annual production to 30% margins, much less the 50-60% rumor today? One obvious thing to do is to switch from nickel-based batteries to LFP, but that only saves maybe about 5%. You can read all the numbers if you like. So probably a lot of that improvement would come from the factory itself, just by making the factory much more better and effective. So he did some math, and when he projects 30% profit margins, well, gross margins, and you can see what all the numbers are if you pause the video, he comes to $1.45 earnings per share, which is 35, a little bit over that percent compared to what Tesla is expected to make in the year of 2022. And at 50% gross margins, that would be more than 50% in terms of increase of EPS from the year of 2022. And if you take that 30% gross margin and you assume that we would eventually scale to 1,500 gigawatt hours at 30% margins, the amount of profit that you would make from that would be more than 10 times higher compared to the total profit that the analysts are expecting for this year for Tesla. For me, the main reason I invest in Tesla stock is because of full self-driving, so all of this is a nice bonus. Also note that these profit margins were based on Elon's comments from Q1 of 2021 earnings call, and that was before the Inflation Reduction Act. So the margins could be more than 30% when we incorporate these incentives as well. Then he explains here why he thinks his estimate is actually conservative. You may pause and read if you like. And then he takes a look at how much energy does the whole world consume and how much energy does USA consume. And he asks the question, how many megapacks would we need to have just to run all of USA just for one single day? And the answer is about, well, more than 1 million megapacks. The Lathrop factory, it will only produce 10,000 per year. We need 1 million just to run all of US for one full day. That's without any backups. And then there are other countries other than US as well, of course. And electricity consumption is increasing as we transition away from fossil fuels to electricity. The consumption of electricity is just going to keep going up quite a bit more. So we will need a lot more energy storage than what we are calculating right now based on current electricity consumption. In its 2021 impact report, Tesla states, which I would assume would have input from Elon Musk, so we can probably say this is pretty much Elon Musk saying this. We would need to generate 10,000 gigawatt hours every single year in annual battery storage production. So if Tesla is aiming to produce 1,500 gigawatt hours, that is just 15% of total market share. 15% market share does not sound that crazy, does it? And if we do achieve that, then look at the earnings per share that would be added if we use these numbers. So indeed, the economics of the megapacks are absolutely staggering. And these are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. My name is Matt Postis. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.